I just finished reading Fearless by Lauren Roberts, and what a roller coaster that was. This will be my non-spoiler review on Fearless. I actually really enjoyed it. I enjoyed this book so much more than Reckless. Reckless had zero plot, but this one was filled with a lot of plot and a lot of moments between Peyton and Kai. I loved the banter between the two, and just when I thought that Kai couldn't get even more swoon-worthy, he got so much more poetic in this book. I love that he was so sure of his feelings for her, and he told her what he wanted and kept fighting for her the whole entire time. I absolutely loved how Peyton did grow a lot in this book compared to the other two, but she did do some things that infuriated me. She made some choices and she kept going back and forth on certain decisions that she made. I just thought she was playing both sides, and she was just being so reckless with a lot of things, and that was probably like my biggest issue. I just was kind of bittersweet with some of the endings that some of these characters had. I just felt bad for Kai the whole entire time. He was so broody and so yearning for Peyton, and I initially gave this a 4.5, but I think I lowered it to 4 stars because I just felt like some of the characters deserved better endings. I just thought that it was kind of like a cop-out for them. I felt like the last maybe 100 to 150 pages, I was going through like such a huge like roller coaster because I didn't know what was going on. There's revelations coming left and right, and then towards like maybe the last 50 pages I started realizing what was happening, and I was getting so sad about it. We did get like sort of like tricked towards 3/4 of the way. I do highly recommend the series. My overall thoughts is that this series is not going to be my favorite of all time. Kai is probably my favorite character out of this whole entire series, and I felt like this was probably the better of the 3. It's probably number 2 for me. The first book will always be Powerless, then it's Fearless, then it's Powerful, and then the last is Reckless, of course, because that was my least favorite of the series. And it did answer a lot of questions, but at the same time, I just like felt like some of the things were thrown into here that kind of tried to tie up the plot, and I just didn't like the fact that we didn't get more of Peyton and Kai's happily ever after at the end. But you know what? It's okay. I'm just glad that they got it, and I still do highly recommend the series, especially if you're new to fantasy or if you're not really wanting to get into like a heavy fantasy at the moment. This one will be a good, quick, fun fantasy that you can get into. It's not that heavy of a world building. It's more focused on the romance between Peyton and Kai, definitely. This book was kind of way too long. It was almost 600 pages. I just felt like maybe 100 pages could have taken it down a little, but I know a lot of people love this book, so I know that when you really love a book, there's not enough pages that can like continue it. I still think that it was a good ending to the series, so like I said, 4 stars.